Tesla with GTA Sports, and welcome to another edition of GTA's ISO Mode. Make sure you follow GTA Sports Network on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, GTA Heat Check as well. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, GTA Sports, and don't forget GTAsports.com for all things water sports. Ladies and gentlemen, it is getting cold outside. It's jogger season. Make sure you check out New Age Elements at innateelements.net. Get your joggers, hats, shirts. We got it all. Check it out, all right? Make sure you follow Magic Shots if you need videography and photography needs. She got you covered. Magic Shots. Now, we're going to address the Los Angeles Lakers. More specifically, Russell Westbrook. Everybody that's been following this channel for the last couple of years, I've been vouching for Russ. I'm a Russell Westbrook fan. No denying it. When he went to the Lakers last season, I wanted him to win because the only thing he doesn't have on his resume is a championship. However, as the roster is currently constructed, I think it's a foregone conclusion for anybody that knows the game of basketball that this roster is not winning a championship. As it stands right now, this roster may not even make it to the playoffs. I've dropped a video recently in regards to Anthony Davis playing at an MVP level to get the Lakers to the playoffs, and if he doesn't, they won't make it. What I didn't touch on too much in that video, I want to save this one for what we're talking about today, is the fact that Russell Westbrook has to be traded. I don't like jumping on that wave but I'm not coming at it from a negative standpoint. It's more of a basketball standpoint. Russell does not fit this roster. There's no chemistry. There's something off about Russell. I don't know if it's because he knows they're trying to trade him and he's taking it personal, which is understandable. He's human at the end of the day. Russell Westbrook deserves better. Paul George recently came out and basically tweeted out to him to keep his sanity. He's one of the greats. Don't forget that. So it's nice to see a Clipper showing love to a Lakers, saying that they were former teammates in OKC. So I appreciate that he, is showing Russell some love, because the media is basically doing everything they can to sabotage this season for the Lakers. But from a basketball standpoint, and what they're trying to get Russell to do, according to reports, head coach Darvin Ham wants him to come off the bench and lead the second unit, which makes sense as long as the player you're asking is bought in to being defensively minded first and has the skill set to play that position. Yes, Russell leading the second unit makes more sense because basically he gets to be himself. Problem is, how can he be himself when the fans want him traded, the media wants him traded, the team all but has said they want him traded, but then you got LeBron and AD playing both sides, probably having conversations about trading him on one end, but then trying to support him in front of the cameras. I think it's if I can look at it from my perspective, Russ knows that the team wants to get rid of him. So why would he be bought into a team that's trying to up his value to get him sent away from home? And he probably enjoys being back home, even though it's probably damaging his confidence, taking him out of his game. He's already got his family there. He's in the hometown. I mean, I can see why he doesn't want to leave. But then you got to look at, if he leaves, who says he ends up on a contender? He may end up on a team like the Knicks, a team that's not even slated or projected to make the playoffs this year. They're projected to basically get a play-in spot at best. So if I'm Russ, I don't want to get traded there, and spend the rest of my career on a team that's barely making the playoffs or barely coming out of the play-in tournament. You want to win a championship. So you have to find a team willing to look at Russ's flaws and say, we can cover that up. We can work around that, whether it be his turnovers, lack of shot efficiency, his bullheaded attitude. He wants to be the guy, but doesn't have the efficiency to be the guy at this point in his career. I mean, he's never really had it. That's the thing. He averaged triple-doubles. He's made a career out of averaging triple-doubles. What they don't talk about is how sometimes he was hitting triple doubles with turnovers included. So it's like you want him to play 100 miles an hour because that's what he's known for. That's his signature. But at this stage in his career, it's not efficient. His style of play is not efficient. So I understand what Darvin Ham's trying to do. He's trying to get the best out of him at this stage of his career because he's not the guy that won the MVP for OKC anymore. So now you're trying to get what you can out of him. It's completely understandable. But as I was, looking at different people get different takes on this, Chris Broussard included, over there on FS1. It's one of those things where Russ, if Russ isn't bought in, you're not gonna get anything out of him than what you've already been given. So where would I like to see Russ go as a Russ fan? Honestly, if they can work it out, I don't think he'd be bad in Indiana. I mean, he could actually help them get to the playoffs, believe it or not. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't. As far as a championship situation, the only team I think he would go to, but he would have to be willing to come off the bench. It would have to be Miami, and I don't think they got the money or the pieces to make that happen. But I would like to see him in Miami. Miami be a good spot for him. Very highly unlikely, of course, but I would like to see him in a Heat jersey. I think his energy fits the Heat culture. I think his attitude fits the Heat culture. I don't see too many other teams that he would fit good on that are actually contending. Now, there's plenty of teams he go to and make an impact, make a splash. The Hornets, Detroit, they got the money. He'd make an impact in New York. They won't go far, but he would make an impact on the roster if you trade D Rose for him. But bottom line, the Lakers need Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. You give Buddy Hield and Miles Turner to LA with the roster they have constructed, you're putting the Lakers in a top 5 position in the West. I know you're probably thinking, my Buddy Hield and Miles Turner are that impactful. It's not necessarily them as individuals, it's the fit. I'm looking at the roster as a fit. When you got AD playing the 4, Thomas Bryant or Damian Jones playing the 5 with Miles Turner backing up or starting depending on who shows up and produces for you at the 5 position. Then you got Buddy Hield playing the 3, but you can put him in the 2 or 3 and stretch him if you need to because of his shooting ability. He spaces the floor out. And the thing that killed them in the game versus the Timberwolves preseason game, it was preseason. There was no Anthony Towns, no Gobert, and Anthony Edwards had a terrible game shooting 2 of 12 for the time that he played. They still lost the game because they missed so many threes in the first half. Buddy Hield fixes that. And technically, Miles can shoot the 3 too. Not that I want him to, but he can. He does have the ability to help them at the 3-point line. So if you get more 3-point shooting from role players, still players in the free agency you can pick up as well. You can re-sign Carmelo. He'll take a minimum if you offer it to him. He'll take it. You still got DeMarcus Cousins out there. Don't sleep on that. Dwight's still out there. Like, you can sign these guys for smaller contracts if you need to make room, but you have to move Russell Westbrook first because they have no money. And now you move Russ's contract, they're free to $35 million in cap space. Now you're building a team and you're adding depth to a roster that's already the oldest roster in the league still. But it takes pressure off of LeBron and AD to perform and produce at such a high level for 82 games straight and then try to carry that over into the postseason. So at the end of the day, whether I like it or not, Russell Westbrook has to be traded. The sooner the better. Those picks in 2027, 2029, the first round picks they're trying to hold on to for dear life, let them go. If you want to maximize LeBron James and Anthony Davis on your roster, those picks and Russ have to go. I don't care if it's a 2-team, 3-team, 4-team trade. Russ has to go. Those picks got to go with him because that's the only way he's leaving. And you got to go get Miles Turner and Buddy Hield. Make it happen. Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, the Rambies. Hey, make it happen. It's Ty Slatter. GTA Heat Check, GTA ISO Mode, GTA Sports Network. Follow us on all social media platforms. Subscribe to YouTube channel GTA Sports. Appreciate everybody checking us out. And until next time, take care.